Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent. Welcome you to this week's episode of WWE Raw Recap Show. Appreciate you checking out my video. Hopefully, everybody's having a good week so far. Good start of it, anyway. Uh, this week's Raw took place at the O2 Arena, and it was more build up for WrestleMania 41, which is what, about a couple weeks away. Are you folks excited? If you are, let me know in the comments. Uh, what you think about this week's Raw? Also, leave that in the comments, or just be friendly, say hello. Also, if you're enjoying this video, another fan just talking crap about wrestling, click that thumbs up button. Also, if you're not a subscriber yet, be a chimp and click on that subscribe button. Now, with all that away, let's get to the show here. Out comes John Cena with a scowl on his face, and half the crowd going, "Let's go Cena," and the rest of the crowd going, "John Cena sucks." Of course, a lot of people were saying that John Cena sucks during the course of the music again. He gets to the ring, grabs a mic, but before he can say a word, out comes Cody Rhodes. Fans are singing along with his entrance music. Pretty cool. Cody grabs the mic, said, "Look, I know you're supposed to cook me tonight, but I can cook myself." Mentioned a lisp, mentioning a bad neck tattoo. Also mentioned Stardust. Also mentioned that, yeah, he went off and formed his own company and got booed in his own company. Uh, but asked him, I said, "Hey, Cena, why did you do this to the fans and everything?" And he told him why. It's like, he accused, Rose, who he mentioned was his chauffeur. Cody said, "Hey, we used to, hang around, tra- travel to towns together, yada yada yada." Um, but basically accused Cody Rhodes of stealing his formula, misleading the fans with catchy songs and a fake persona. Uh, Pretty much branded him a con artist. Cody came back with a, "Hey, you know what? The fans choose me. The executive that is no longer here, and we can't really mention anymore. He choose me too." Then Cody said, "Look, you are my hero, but you're also a piece of shit." Cena snapped back um, at him, then they kind of squared off a little bit, teasing again. But this time, Cena did take a swing at him. Cody got the upper hand, hit the crossroads, leaving the ring with, you know, pretty much a statement saying, "Hey, I can it only takes one crossroads, and I can lay you out, buddy." So that definitely good angle here. I dug it. Uh, Cody has proven he can, given an opportunity, he can be on that mic and cut money promos. John Cena, we all know he can cut money promos, and like I said, maybe that first face to face was not good, that good, but it's starting to build up, and those go home promos, or those money promos are getting a lot better. Uh, like I said, we finally got some action out of the two. Like I said, I got 2 more weeks left. I'm pretty sure the go home promo is going to be pretty good too. First match of the night is a tag team match between the New Day and the returning New Catch Republic, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bates. Uh, the New Catch Republic had the advantage on Woods for a while. Then New Day took over on the Bruiserweight. Dunne would flip over Kingston, tags in Bates. Uh, well, he would hit an airplane spin, pretty good one. A lot of spinning, and man, I'll, I'll be honest. I think I got dizzy looking at them, spinning around like that. I would have puked. I, Not too proud to admit that. Anyway, Dunn gets back in, but the New Day counter the Republic's going for their finisher and hit theirs, the Daybreaker for the win. After that, as the New Day was going back down the aisle, they ran to the Kathy. They said they wanted a tag team title match. Cue the music. Here's the War Raiders, the WWE World Tag Team Champions. I almost said, but yeah. So they had a little face off there. So, like I said, stepping stones. We'll see what comes out of that. Next up, some brutal stuff here. I'll go ahead and tell you that. It is Jay Uso going up against Gunther. Good match here. Jimmy started off with a little bit of advantage with punches and chops. Then he gets a big old boot from Gunther. Uh, they fight outside the ring. Jimmy hits a backdrop on the floor when Gunther was going for it's like another power or a power bomb. Uh, then hits a suicide dive. Went to the top rope, went for one Uso splash, but got nothing but knees. Countered Gunther going to the top rope, went back to the top rope for a second try at a splash. Got this one for a 2 count. We got some back and forth here until Gunther got the advantage. Hit that big old front drop kick, hit a power bomb, 1, 2, pulls Jimmy up. Does the same thing after giving him a short clothesline, but ends up giving him the sleeper for the win. Um, After all is said and done, he slaps on a sleeper again. Out comes Jay Uso to, you know, fight him off. Looks like Gunther leaves, but as they were taking Jimmy to the back, here comes Gunther and attacks everybody. Gunther would take Jay's hand and zip ties it to a rope, pretty much making him watch beat the hell of his brother Jimmy. Just kept taunting him and everything else. So I'm sitting like, hey, anybody got a pocket knife or a pair of scissors to help this guy out? But just a bunch of people kind of stood there and watch it, watch it go on. But yeah, Gunther hit Jimmy with a belt. Got a little color there, so pretty much a hot angle here. So now maybe this gives Jay Uso that little say, hey, now I gotta get revenge on you, buddy, or Uso. This makes lets that story kind of sizzle a little bit more. Next up, we got tag team action. We got Penta teaming up with Braun Breaker against the New Day, or not New Day, excuse me, Judgment Day, Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio. Breaker and Penta had things going their way in the beginning. Some good tag team moves. Looks like they had a little bit of chemistry as a tag team. Um, Actually, Braun Breaker would hit one of his dad spots. His dad being Rick Steiner, of course. Finn went for a leapfrog. Breaker caught him, turned it over to a power slam. I wonder if he learned that. I wonder if his dad learned that from uh, Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer. Anyway, uh, they would start to work over on Penta. Penta would hit the backstabber on Dom, which did not sit well with Carlito. I guess he's kind of mad. Dude, you used my finisher. Anyway, Breaker would get in. They would hit a pretty good looking Doomsday Sling Blade. I know him and Dad and Uncle's the Steiner brothers finishing maneuver was like a Doomsday Bulldog. Rick would go on top rope. Scott would have their opponent on their shoulders, and Steiner would come off, or Rick would come off with a Bulldog. Looked great. This actually looked pretty good too. So little bit of tribute to Dad and Uncle on that one. Um, but in the end, they, like I said, Braun did get in. But in the end, uh, Dom had Penta tied up in the ropes. Finn was kind of punching and kicking at him. Then finally, Dominic told Finn get out of the way because here comes Braun Breaker. Dom was, push Penta into it. So Penta got the brunt of the uh, Braun Breaker spear. Finn would hit the coup de grace. And your winners is the Judgment Day. Penta didn't like this one bit, of course. He uh, he went to the back and called Braun a dummy, and Braun didn't like that at all. All right, next segment here featured AJ Styles. He comes to the ring and calls out, calls out Logan Paul. Logan Paul comes out. Uh, he's tired of him, saying that, uh, trying to say, hey, look, AJ, I forgive you. I'm a father now, and uh, for all those bad things you said about me, AJ's like, okay, cool. I forgive you too for being a douchebag. And Paul's like, hey, you want to fight, but you know, the people of London here, they're too broke. I don't fight on Raw. They can't afford me to fight here. And he pretty much told the whole crowd that, he ain't pointing to him, you're broke, you're poor, blah, blah, blah. Getting some heat that way and say, hey, you should, Logan Paul did say, hey, you should aim higher, point at the WrestleMania sign. Then that's when Paul trying to get a cheap shot in. They went at it for a bit, but Paul wound up, as AJ was climbing back in the ring, Logan Paul would use the ropes to low blow AJ, hits him with that, what's it called? The pulverizer on Styles, and was less standing tall. So this little battle went to Logan Paul. And of course, this leads up to our main event of the night for the WWE Women's World Heavyweight Championship. Special referee Bianca Belair. It is is Rhea Ripley going against the champion Iyo Sky. Very good match here. They started off, Belair did call it in the middle. When Rhea was not, breaking it up after a 5 count, she just instead of calling disqualification there, she pulled Rhea away. Same thing with Iyo. When Iyo went answer that 5 count, she would pull Iyo away. So yeah, just calling pretty much down the middle. Good crisp sequence of near falls combinations. Dug that. Uh, Match pretty much went back and forth the whole time. Iyo got some, and then Rhea got a little bit. Uh, Rhea went for a big boot, but hit Bianca instead. Uh, Rhea Ripley would hit the Riptide. No Bianca at the count, but she finally regrouped, came in, but Rhea only got a 2 count after that. Then went back and forth some more. After that, Iyo Sky missed Rhea with a top rope front drop kick, hit Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair finally said, screw this, I'm done. Call for the bell, double disqualification. After that, all three women went at it, with Rhea Ripley herself coming out standing tall in this battle between the 3 women. Like I said, this was a very good match. I can't deny it now that it's going to be a 3-way, but it's going to be a good 3-way, I think. So, like I said, Iyo, great performer. Uh, she's had enough good matches with Rhea. Now you got Bianca in there, great athlete, but as long as you got Iyo in there to kind of bump and make everybody shine, you should be good in that match. Anyway, this does it for this week's Raw Recap show. Hope you folks enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and like I said before, if you're not a subscriber, be a champ, hit that subscribe button. You folks have a good one. Take it easy, and until next time.
So long from the peach state of Georgia.
Thank you for checking out our P2 Vision. Subscribe to our P2 Vision to watch Ronald Ray's content that covers the sport of professional wrestling from yesterday to today. His weekly content starts off with Wrestling Trivia Tuesday. Every Tuesday, Ronald Ray asks 5 questions about the sport of professional wrestling. So tune in and have some fun. Then it's WWE Monday Night Raw Recaps, where he recaps all the action from the Raw brand. Ronald Ray also does an AEW Dynamite recap show where he recaps and has fun doing it. Do you like live streams? Well, join Ronald Ray live on Spot Show Livestream, where he discusses current wrestling. Join the chat and have fun. Spot Show Livestream is on Thursday nights starting at 8 p.m. If current pro wrestling isn't your thing, like all wrestling past and present, or you're a new fan and want to hear how things were back in the day, then tune in to Wrestling Gold Friday Night, where Ronald Ray discusses back in the day when wrestling was wrestling, featuring watch-alongs. That's Wrestling Gold Friday Night on Fridays starting at 8 p.m.